Yep. He typed, I've been busting my asshole boss as something coming up that's super important, so it's my top priority. Alright. I brought him his balls. I suppose I should reply to him, huh? So my phone's almost dead. Let me tell you about Tyler at the Shilo Inn. My first day over there at the Shilo Inn, I'd already friendly with a few of the people that work there. Jenna and Scott later on, but at the beginning it was Jenna and Michelle and I believe Cindy. And then there's also Keith. Now all these people tell me their stories. None of them have any faith in the system. Obviously, Chris isn't too worried about his $6, so that's a plus for me, sort of. I did waste a whole day down here and wasted a bunch of money. Also, I'm not allowed back at the Chevron. This is one of the things about dealing with Karens. The first time I met Tyler, I had, rented a room over there at the Shilo for 3 days. Cost damn near $600. It's expensive. But there was a lady who was going to help me. Her name was Candace Edwards. So I rented the room, and she called me up all fucking twacked out of her goddamn gourd, talking fucking all sorts of like, oh, he's been all over the country doing this and doing that. And I looked his name up. Sure enough, he was full of shit. So he's telling me stuff that I know is untrue. Not because police officers told me it was untrue, not because judges told me it was untrue, but because I looked it the fuck up. Most people are too busy arguing. Now we've gotten to a point in our society where there's no point in a man trying to do anything. No point whatsoever. We exist only to take abuse from women. Or from anybody else for that matter if we're broke. Now Keith, my first time over there, even though I'd rented a room for 3 days, he came out and had himself an attitude but a smile on his face. You know, used car salesman. I explained to him that I had a room there. Well, he let me have my 3 days there, and immediately after I no longer had a room there, he was in a hurry to get rid of me. Well, I was in a hurry to leave. So that works out. Now, the issue in being blackballed in a town is that it never ends. I have to rely on junkies for help. I'm told I chose it. I should have done this and I should have done that. How about instead of victim blaming and victim shaming, you actually try to help the fucking victim? Anyway, Tyler spoke to me on another occasion. He came and said that I was spending too much time there. So I only went there to buy things, gas or something to drink, and then I left. I might use the bathroom, but it is definitely not anything excessive as far as customers go. It's not like I was going there and fucking masturbating in the fucking line to get my stuff. It's not like I'm going in there and fucking stealing shit. It's not like I'm going in their bathroom and fucking shooting up heroin. I go there because I'm a customer. Now, Chevron and Shilo are both run, owned, and operated by Tyler. Not Tyler Crabtree, he's a different one. That's a different Tyler. Anyway, the Tyler who apparently owns the Shilo, he's in charge of all of it. So when he decides he doesn't like somebody, it doesn't matter if that person's a good person or a bad person. He's a fucking Karen who doesn't like hobos. He didn't like me from the start, but at least he came out with an attitude the first time. And when I explained to him that I was a customer there, his attitude changed, but only temporarily. His fault that Candace Edwards didn't keep her word? No, it's not. He didn't make me waste that money at his end. I chose to spend it because I thought I had help. I got all these people out here that want to bitch about how much their lives fucking suck, but they're not doing a goddamn thing about it. When it comes to helping somebody else out or working together, they're not having any part of that. They just want to talk about how that'll never work because they went in by themselves one time and it didn't work. So going in with somebody else doesn't work because they went in by one time and got fucking screwed over. Well, you're proving my point, not the opposite. You're proving that you were a dumbass who went in by yourself. Of course, was that because you wanted to go in by yourself or because you didn't have anyone else? And then there's these idiots who have somebody else. Like that lady at the church today. She's married to Larry. He's got a big bit of dementia. He's starting to lose his marbles. But he's also an alcoholic. He's pretty fucked up today. He looks like he got beaten up by the pavement. Anyway, these people's solution is for me to run around in circles getting absolutely nothing done and just push the housing thing. How much more abuse do I have to take? How many more places I gonna get 86 from just for fucking existing, just for being a fucking customer? I'm not some horrible fucking monster who's out people up into little pieces and feeding them to their dogs. That's Rebecca Gross-Nickel-Foley threatening shit like that. Not that it fucking matters. None of you guys give a shit. I don't have the right equipment for you to give a shit. Anyway, obviously, Chris isn't here today, so there's no reason to go messing around in that tree. Obviously, you know, I pulled in there. That's all I did was pull in. Pulled into the shade to go in and get something to drink before heading back up the mountain. Not a happening thing, apparently. Apparently, Tyler still doesn't like hobos. Doesn't matter that I'm not an addict. Shit, half the people that work there are addicts, by their own admission. Now, the real mean one that worked there, she's gone already, thank goodness. I'm sure she has a family to feed and all that other crap, but maybe she should have thought about that before being a shitty person. Anyway, my battery's about to die. So, good luck getting anything done, right? Chris not being here, me not being able to go to Fred Meyer's, me not feeling safe going to the grocery outlet, not being able to go to the Starbucks or the Denny's or the Burger King because they're all on the same property. And then, of course, having to deal with the dipshit people who think that talking over somebody is help. Talking over the victim is never help. That's why I am willing to pay people to shut up and listen. Like, if you gave a shit, you would fucking listen and help me turn it in. But no, everybody wants to argue. If somebody has a penis, they're too retarded, apparently, to know what fucking abuse is. Fuck this goddamn country and everyone in it. Burns to the ground. On the bright side, at least you know I didn't do it. Kind of like all these hobo camps being burnt to the ground. At least I'm not the one doing it. Isn't that the way you guys want to push it? When I'm victimized, your excuse for looking the other way is, oh, well, I'm not doing it to you. Actually, you are. Actually, you are. Neglect is abuse. And pretending to be somebody's fucking friend so that you can squeeze them out of their money is fucked. It doesn't matter if you're trying to squeeze it for rent, squeeze it for booze, or squeeze it for fucking methamphetamine. You're still squeezing. And every fucking one of you plays on the fact that I am alone with no fucking resources. Too busy trying to talk me out of turning in my predators to fucking hell. How the fuck are they gonna pretend like they were gonna help? Don't fucking pretend. Don't waste my fucking time. Don't pretend like you give a shit when you fucking don't. Meanwhile, I got a lot of important details you need to fucking listen to. But those details don't matter to you. You got curiosities. You're not intending on fucking helping. You're just looking for a fucking excuse to shoot me down. Don't fucking do that. Don't pretend to fucking care. Do not pretend to care. I can't find a place to sit down in peace and fucking quiet to fucking organize this shit. This whole country is full of cowards. There's only one person I know who's not a coward. And he's me. The rest of you are just out to rip people off. You don't want to fucking work for a living. It doesn't matter that I work for a living. What matters to you is whether or not you can get free shit. That's all you care about. Free shit. When I say fuck this country and everybody in it, what I mean is fuck this country and everybody in it. Although I don't hate people, I'm going to continue saying that I hate people. Because I hate what you do. And I can't tell you when you do something that hurts me without you acting like I fucking shat in your Cheerios and fucking blew up your neighbor. There are no good fucking people in the world. None. Not one fucking person my entire goddamn life has given a fuck about me. And before you try throwing what people said to me in my face, look at their follow through, bitch! My battery's almost dead. So, there is that. Now, although I personally believe that all these pieces of shit should end up homeless, I'm not willing to make them homeless. Although I wholeheartedly believe that Tyler deserves to have his business burnt down, there's the fact that there are beings in it. Human beings in that building who don't deserve that. also to the fact that with a building like that, the guy's probably going to get paid a shit ton of insurance if somebody burns his building down. I'd rather he loses his business Am I going to go out of my way to make sure that he loses his business? Fuck no. Just because he's a fucking douchebag doesn't mean that I have to be a douchebag. I'll do the right thing. I'll fucking speak up and do so publicly because I'm not a fucking coward. I do have to find another place to get gas, but there's a couple other gas stations here. Well, that guy wanted to pull out into the road at the wrong time. Let's turn off my phone because it's overheating. Come on.